So, we are going to be talking about the writing process for the next few weeks and really focusing on writing a very good expository essay. This is a skill that you will need for this class, your other classes like science and social studies. You will use this for the rest of your high school career. You will use this through college. This is really one of the most valuable skills that I will be able to teach you. There are many different types of writing. So, first and foremost is a narrative. You've done this a lot throughout your academic career so far, and a narrative tells a story. Informative or expository writing, which is what we're going to be doing for this paper, explains and analyzes a topic sort of like you're teaching it to your reader. An argumentative essay takes a stance on a topic and argues a point using facts. A persuasive essay takes a stance on the topic but uses more emotional appeals rather than facts and logic. And lastly, we kind of look at test writing as its own genre. It gets you the score that you want. It's very formulaic, and it's either going to be informative or argumentative, but it's not necessarily going to be super lengthy because you're going to be using it on a test with a finite time in mind. So step one, whenever you do the writing process, is your thesis statement development. We also call that your claim. So you never want to start with your very first sentence because often you'll just sit there staring at your computer blankly thinking, gosh, what am I going to write next? So I often start with my thesis or my claim. So what is a thesis statement or a claim? Well, it's essentially the point of you're trying to prove in your paper. And it's literally the guiding force of every single piece of information that is going to go into your paper. Okay? And there are some rules that govern your thesis statement. So the thesis statement is generally one sentence under 35 words, and it goes at the end of your introductory paragraph, not the beginning. So when I was looking at your summer reading essays, I could see that you guys had a general working knowledge of what a claim or a thesis was, but a lot of you guys were putting it at the very beginning of your introduction rather than the end. Now, the reason why we want it to go at the end of your introduction is we want it to be the first thing in your readers' minds as they go into the body of your essay. The other thing you want to eliminate from your thesis or your claim is personal pronouns. So no I's, me's, you's, I thinks, or in my opinions. It weakens your claim. Your claim or your thesis is essentially a statement of opinion, but when you state it as such, it makes your claim weak. You want to state it like a fact. So take out those personal pronouns. It sounds like a fact. And the thesis statement should introduce the main points you will discuss in your body paragraphs. Since we're going to be writing the good old 5-paragraph essay, aim for 3 points in your thesis because you'll have 3 body paragraphs. Then it sets up the structure for the rest of your paper. Here's some examples to look at. So it says, in The Gift of the Magi, the central theme is love is a better gift than material possessions because Della sells her hair to buy Jim a gift. Jem sells his watch to buy her a present, and neither are mad that their gifts are completely useless. So we introduce the story, so your reader knows what the text is. We introduce the theme, so they know what literary device it is you're discussing. And then we've got 3 concepts that set up your different body paragraphs. So it sets up, again, the story, the concept, and the structure of your whole paper in one simple sentence. So let's talk about step 2, which is creating topic sentences. Topic sentences are short, they're sweet, and to the point, and they're going to tell your reader what that body paragraph will be about. The information in the topic sentences needs to relate directly to the information in the thesis. They should have some of the same words. We should be able to look at that topic sentence, look right back at the thesis of the claim, and know that they relate together in their content and in the same order you introduce those points. They should be the first sentence of each paragraph, so the main idea of that paragraph is clearly stated at the beginning. Never include supporting details in your topic sentences. You don't want them to be wordy, you don't want them to be cluttered, and you don't want your paragraph to sound repetitive. So again, if you put all those supporting details in your topic sentence, you're not going to have anything left for the rest of your paragraph if you do. It also makes your topic sentence sound too wordy. Really short, sweet, to the point. That's a good topic sentence. So here are some examples. One way Della demonstrates the theme is through selling her hair. Short, sweet, to the point. We know it's about Della. We know it's about theme. We know we're going to talk about her selling her hair. In addition to Della, Jem demonstrates his love for his wife through selling his watch. Again, we don't get a lot of detail here, but we know we're going to talk about Jem and his demonstration of this theme. Lastly, neither are upset that their gifts are useless because they realize love is the most important gift. So again, we're driving home that main point of the theme here, and we're going to talk about how both of them demonstrate this theme at the end of the story. So again, neither of these topic sentences are overly wordy. We don't have a ton of detail in here. We're going to develop that later in the body paragraph, but we can look at these simple sentences and know what that paragraph is going to be about. We can then go back and look at the claim and see that all of these sentences are kind of set up in that claim or thesis statement. So when you come into class tomorrow, we will be actually working on our thesis statements and our topic sentences in class. So hopefully you've learned something from watching this video and taking these notes. Be prepared for a primetime quiz when you come in tomorrow, and write down any questions you may have so we can address them in class. Thank you so much. Have a great evening.